God, the fans in this old barn love those songs.
He had this one he called Lonesome Lost and Feeling Sad. Now, I'd say that's just about as heartbroken as a Maynard did.
Gus somehow found some friends with a little extra money in his pocket to help him record it. And that probably did more for the Jubilee Barndance and WBWK than it did for Gus himself.
Up to then, nobody heard of the show outside 20 miles.
Later on, a few more people over in Lexington and Frankfort, even down in Louisville, did start noticing what we were doing. And a couple of bluegrass DJs started calling Gus the king of Kentucky hillbillies. Kind of like Hank was the king most everywhere else. Now, I was grateful. But that ain't to say that he couldn't be trouble. And it turned out for a while there, I may have been the only real friend he had.
Funny that little gal should mention Cold Heart a minute ago. But you know, everyone seems to forget. It wasn't Hank Williams, but...
a fella named Tony Bennett that ended up with the biggest hit recording of that.
Think about that. Hank Williams and Tony Bennett singing the same song. And here was our own Gus Jackson doing what those big stars were doing it just as well, some might say even better, right here on this stage.
I loved it. Woo! It was country on overdrive. That's why I wrote my first Lonesome song the way I did. Seemed like on the radio, all you could hear was a bunch of lovesick cowpokes. So I just sort of figured I ought to join the club too. Woo!
Hey, look at this. Here it is. Fall of 1948 and the first time Gus ever sang Lonesome, Lost, and Feeling Sad on the air.
I always like to tell the hometown fans that Gus sang that song with a yodel and a song, alongside some other emotions that just hadn't been seen nor heard here before guys like him came along.
Wow. I always wondered what it would have been like to have been around to hear him sing that for the first time.
I remember I introduced it kind of like this. The next portion of our show is brought to you by Granny's Best Syrup. Gus, old buddy, before you sing, tell the folks your true feelings about Kentucky's favorite sorghum. We loved our sponsors, but we always joked around about the commercials.
When I die, just bury me deep with a jar of Granny 10 step ahead and feet. Put a cold biscuit into my hands, and I'll stop my way to the promised land. Never got me in trouble about it though. Thought I might.
Well, I have to say, it was beautiful. A sopping cowboy. I've got a picture of you and Grandma riding down the trail with a biscuit in each hand and a saddlebag full of sorghum. All right, friend. All right. Here's the Gus Jackson you all want to hear.
Let her rip. Since she went away, I swear I can't get her out of my head. Her lips, her eyes, her voice, her hair keep dancing round in my thoughts. Instead, I'm lonesome, lost, and feeling sad. Got nothing left. I sing these